I figured instead of filming a another Uber story, I would just go live, and then I guess this will be in the Uber archives. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys about yesterday where this scammers tried to uh, anywho, the scammers tried to scam me again yesterday. Um so what they do is they call as if they need an Uber and they don't really need a ride. They're just trying to scam the Uber driver. They'll call like they need a ride, and then either as you're going to the ride or before you're going to the ride, they'll call you on through the app, and they'll ask you to turn your app off, and then they want your number so that they can call you from another number so that the conversation isn't recorded. So they've done this to me before. The very first time it was at nighttime, and very unexpected, and it was hard to get a hold of. It is hard to get a hold of um, Uber support at nighttime. So if something like this is happening to a Uber driver at night, especially if it's a new Uber driver, of course they would get flustered and probably give away information and stuff. And I gave away information, but they weren't able to get anything out of me like they were trying to get out of me. They wanted to get my cash that I had in my Uber wallet, able to get it. It was the fourth time that they've tried this on me, so I'm guessing they do it, periodically on different Uber drivers, because they don't get to pick which Uber driver is going to leave for them. They got me, and that was the fourth time, so I already knew what to do. So the after getting scammed the first time, the second and third and fourth time, I already knew what to do. I just drove straight to the location. The second time that they were doing it, I didn't make it to the location. They hurried up and canceled, but I still got a cancellation fee because I was on the way to the location. The second and the third and fourth time, um, I actually made it to the locations, waited there, and then collected my cancellation fee, which is not good for them because they're trying to get money from me and not spend any money. So then they're making these fake Uber rides and still having to pay cancellation fees. So it's still costing them. But I think it's bad on Uber's part that they know that this is going on and they're not shielding their drivers from things like this happening. But that's what happened to me yesterday. He called, and it's just after the initial time that it happened, now it's funny whenever they call because I know that they're trying to scam me. And then it's real funny because they don't know that I know. So I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, this is Uber support. I was like, okay, so he was like, cancel the ride. Luckily for me yesterday, the destination or the pickup location for the rider that they put in was right across the street. I hurried up and got across the street and was like, okay, you come out now, Gabby. Because that's the name that they had on the ride yesterday. um the two times beforehand it was guys, and I think all three of the times before that it was guys. And so but yesterday, sorry. I'm actually just now getting home so that I can do my 6 hours um my 6 hours off, and then do my 12 hours on. I just got done with my 12 hours off, and then this happened yesterday. This did the scam happened yesterday. It was maybe my third to the last ride yesterday, Saturday, when I got the scammer call. And then I went home for my 6 hours, and then I clocked in again, and then I'm at home now after doing all of that. the 12 weekends, 12 on, 6 off. Sometimes it's kind of dangerous. Sometimes I can't even get the whole 12 in. Like I caught myself falling asleep today and I was just like, oh shit. But I keep like um a bag of candy in the car because ooh, something got in my eye. Anyways, I keep a bag of candy in the car now because coffee doesn't work for me anymore. It works, but it doesn't like work. So periodically I pop a piece of candy and the sugar will give me like this instant boost of energy. But then like sometimes when I don't want to use sugar, I'll use like bananas or carrots. But anyways, back to the scammers or whatever. Um he was trying to tell me to cut off the app and I already knew what time it was. So I was just like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'll cut off the app. Give me a second. But I didn't cut it off. I went right over there and waited. And because first of all, is this has already happened to me. And secondly, I've been at Uber for so long they can't scam me, but they're probably out there scamming other people. And Uber should let their riders know. And then just like, if you're a customer, because I've had to where I went to get customers and then they were taking so long to come out and I'm just like, what's going on? For us as drivers, when things like this happen, we pull up the we start scam. This is only one type of scam. There's other scams where drivers have pull up and people have tried to rob them or whatever, which is stupid because you can't rob a Uber driver. Everything is on the app. They're not supposed to have cash on them. So it's just, I mean, Uber drivers could get hurt that way. It's just all different kinds of stuff people be doing. Ordering a ride to a location that's not the right location, and then they get in the car and be like, "Oh, well, I need to go to X, Y, and Z, and blah blah blah," which that's stupid too because once you're on the ride, Uber can see everywhere we're going, and literally all we do. I don't mind when people do that. I let them get in the car. Oh, you need to go to such. Oh, let's go, and I take down all the addresses and everything that we stopped to. And when the ride is over, if I don't do it after the ride, the next day I call Uber support. Hey, this was the rider's name. This is what time I picked them up. We went to this location at this time. This is the exact address and all of that shit. And they're gonna put all of that shit in there and give me all my money. And it's gonna come right out their account. So like people are always trying to do different stuff and then trying to get away with it. But yeah, this is the current scam that's going on where they'll pretend like they need a ride and then try to get all the Uber drivers information so that they can get into our Uber wallet and get our money that we've paid, either over the past week or day or whatever because we can cash the money out um at any time. Like uh I can cash out I think 4 times in one day. um you can cash out daily if you want to. You can cash out weekly, but the money's gonna come weekly anyways, whether you cash it out or not. Directly deposits into the account if you don't cash it out. But that's what they're trying to do: get the Uber driver's wallet account so that they can put the money where they need it to go to. That's all they're trying to do. But yeah, so that's what happened to me yesterday. And then hopefully this video helps like other Uber drivers that might not know about this scam that's going on so that if this happens to them, they'll know what to do because Uber support is not going to contact us through the app. They're not gonna contact us through the app and say, "Oh, hey, this is a false ride. There's not really another rider. You need to cancel the trip." And try to get us to cancel the trip and then give them false information and stuff. Uber support is not going to do that. Um, Usually, when Uber support calls, it's from a California number because that's where they're at. They call from those Uber numbers, but they don't call from the app as the customer and be like, "Hey, cancel the ride," because that's what they do every time the scammers will call and be like, "Hey, there's not really a rider at the location, and you need to cancel the ride, and you need to. They want you to call them on a different number, or they want to call you on your number." Uber doesn't do that, so. Hopefully this video helps somebody not to be scammed or give away any personal information. All right, friends. Next time, I do want. I did promise some people I was going to do the story about the front seat, but I want to be in the car when I do that one because I want to show you guys the front seat. If you never rode with me before, I want to show you the front seat to um just to give you an idea of why that story is the way it is. All right, friends, I am going to sleep. And until next time, love you. Laters.